Now, the sensational 2019 claims about a meeting by cabinet secretaries to plot the assassination of the then Deputy President William Ruto was a product of tough wars between President Uhuru Kenyatta and his deputy's camp, former CA Sicily Karibu says in a new book. Ms. Karibu was said to have met with two of her cabinet colleagues to plot against now President William Ruto. She describes a call from the DCI on the matter as not only a shocker but unthinkable and in fact the most serious allegation any human being can ever be accused of. In her memoir, Breaking the Illusions, released in Nairobi yesterday, she notes that to date she is puzzled by the claims. She speculates that this was a symptom of the broken relationship between the top two in the presidency. She wrote this, and I quote, "To date, I don't know the truth. I have never discussed this matter with either Mr. Kenyatta or Dr. Ruto. All I know is that I became a victim of a political relationship gone really bad. I know that politics can be dirty and leave innocent souls hurt when one is used as collateral." End of quote. She narrates how she visited the DCI headquarters with the two fellow CSs but refused to record a statement because no official complaint had been lodged. She wrote this, and I quote, "The only record was a letter that was circulating on social media. We pressed the detectives to authenticate it for us to record the statement." He further said the DP had called him on the phone to register his concern, which is what prompted them to ask us to come and record statements. End of quote. The book also reveals that Mr. Kenyatta had a habit of making ambiguous phone calls to his inner circle before making cabinet appointments and reshuffles. She writes that the former president Uhuru Kenyatta will call as if trying to catch up with the person, flashing back to one call that he made before he named his cabinet in January 2018 to start off his second term, where they exchanged New Year greetings. She wrote this, and I quote, "This call just 2 hours before the cabinet announcement puzzled me. Why the friendly call and the greetings? Why today? Was he preparing me not to panic? Why such a significant announcement only 2 hours later?" End of quote. Also in January 2020, before he made a reshuffle, he called her and simply exchanged pleasantries. She said this, and I quote, "I sensed that he was preparing for something. I shared this with my husband." End of quote. Mr. Kenyatta also contacted his ministers whenever a corruption scandal was reported, and Ms. Karibu reveals at least 2 instances where he called her to get a position on misconduct claims he had heard. She goes ahead to suggest that during her tenure at the health ministry, she was fighting hard to stop a pilferage of public funds. Some cartels might have fed the president with wrong information about her, which led to him calling her. This is some Cuba news.